So welcome back to my channel. This is Dom and an update and a showcase of my new Greek bolt action 28mm World War II army from Great Escape Games. So I showed a video over the festive period of me unboxing these new Greek Second World War miniatures from Great Escape Games. I bought into their Kickstarter and bought the core army, which is four platoons of infantry plus the HQ, and then I also bought the stretch goals as well. So I had a decent size army to fight with, and I've been reading up a lot on the Greeks and the Greek campaign against the Italians. A fascinating war, not as cut and dried as maybe some of us who didn't know much about it, me being one, would give credit to. Anyway, not here to talk history, here to show off the figures. And I've really enjoyed painting these things. They've been pretty easy to paint, which is, for a gamer like me, is a huge advantage. So there are 4 platoons of infantry. 1, 2, 3 and 4. There's 2 varieties, I think I showed on the unboxing. They're very similar, but there's slight differences. So there's basically 2 different platoons that you can buy. This is one of them. Nice sculpts, very simple sculpts. Bit chunky, which is I actually like in my figures, because I think somehow they just paint up easier. And I've done them a very simple paint job. The Greek army of this period predominantly wore khaki, and so I've kept it really simple. I used cheats really. I used this stuff. This is Halford's camouflage spray paint khaki ultra matte. So I used that as my undercoat, and then basically just washed it and then highlighted it with this old Coat d'Arms khaki colour, and then Bob's your auntie. The straps are all red leather, the boots are red leather, the I can't think what they're called, the wrappings around the legs, putties, is it putties? Anyway, I've used snake bite brown contrast paint. The bags and the bag straps, I've used a deck tan, and the rifle's just a wood colour with steel, I think, as the barrels and the metal accoutrements. Yeah, really simple to paint up. These are, as I say, these are the one of the platoons. The other platoon, they come with hang on, yeah, they come on with where is he? Can't find him. Here we go. This one's an LMG guy, and there's his loader. They also have a squad commander, and they have a guy with a rifle grenade. So each of the squads has that, LMG, rifle grenade and commander. Everybody else is armed with rifles other than the LMG guy. So that's them. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's the core army, along with the HQ group, which is rather nice actually. I quite like these guys. There's this guy, officer, pointing, got his pistol in the air ready to go. This guy's sort of cradling his pistol ready to leap into action. Guy with binos and some sort of runner at the back there. That's the HQ group. And as I mentioned, I also bought into the stretch goals for this. So we have here the sniper group. I had no idea, and I couldn't find any reference to what kind of camouflage Greek World War II early period figures used. Most of the images I could find of snipers appeared in the Winter War, where they were all wearing white, and I didn't want these to be Winter War. I wanted these to be more of an autumnal or sort of yeah, before the snows came kind of feel to them. So I've just made the camo up. So button counters look away now. Really pleased with that. Came out as a nice base. I've done it as a one-piece base because I just think it looks cooler than having individual figures. So that's that. Then there's this medium machine gun group. Again, use these sticks. These are, I think they're, I bought them in Lidl. They are, oh no I didn't, I bought them in the pound shop. I think they're designed to wrap around things in the garden, and they were perfect, just snapped off bits for the exact sort of length I wanted, and I think they work quite nicely. So there's the medium machine gun. At the back here we have the mortar. Again, done it as a complete set rather than individual figures, just because I prefer it that way. Nice model. It wasn't as difficult as I feared it might be to put together, as it's only 3 parts. You've got the base plate, the barrel, and the legs to fit on, so it goes together pretty easy. Next up we have the anti-tank rifle team. Which is great. Loader with him there. Also the forward observer team, which I've actually chosen to do as a 2-man base, and then base up the other man, third man, as a separate base, because then I can use him as a spotter, maybe separately. Or if I decide to only take a 1-man forward observation team, I can just use him on his own. If I choose to take 2, then obviously take him, and if I take 3, I take all of them. Again, simple models, come out really nicely. Done the black lapel insignia for the artillery for these, because Greek infantry had red lapels, artillery had black. So I've chosen to put the forward observers in black. And then here we go with the light mortar. Oops. Another nice little model. Funny that this Kickstarter involves quite a lot of. So you got a medium mortar and a light mortar. Certainly in the early period of the war, the Greeks didn't have so much HE capability. They had more machine guns. So certainly when they're fighting against the Italians in the early phase of the war, they didn't carry as many missile weapons, sort of HE weapons, as the Italians did. They used a lot more machine guns. But this army, Kickstarter, gives you 1 machine gun and gives you 2 mortars. Go figure. So lastly, I still can't remember where I got this from, but there is a little tank. This is the Vickers tank. Originally I planned to use this for my long planned British desert army, but I've never got around to doing it, so I thought I'd take it and use it for this. It's a resin model. Really enjoyed putting it together and painting it. Well, don't have to put much together on a resin model, do you? So there you go. That is my Greek Second World War army based on the game Great Escape Games Kickstarter. I've got a couple more vehicles, a truck and one of those little Italian tankettes, of which the Greeks captured many during the early part of the campaign. So I'm going to press that into my Greek army. Plus I think I've got a mountain howitzer, which I'm going to paint up to join this army. I probably won't use both the light mortar and the medium mortar in the same army, but I'd probably almost certainly use the howitzer along with a mortar, because I think they're very powerful. Anyway, that is that. That is the Greek army showcased, painted, ready to rock and roll. Really enjoyed doing it. Great to get something slightly different. And actually also reading some of the histories, they made good use of cavalry. So I'd like to try and get some cavalry, and I'm trying to investigate if anybody knows what the Greeks look like as mounted cavalry. I've read that they were kind of like, certainly the officers, were uniformed very much like British World War One cavalry. But I don't know for sure. So anybody knows what the Greek cavalry looked like, that would be really good. I've not managed to find an awful lot out about them, other than they were extremely active, certainly in the early part of the war with the Italians. Any rolled up. There you go. That's the Greeks done. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like the look of them. It's a dead simple paint job. Just that khaki camouflage highlighted with the regular khaki paint, and a good generous wash with Agrax Earthshade before that. So came out all right, I think. Will be a good wargaming standard army ready to see the table at some point. Please, if you liked it, hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Hopefully at some point this will see the table and then you'll see it in action. But in the meantime, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you again soon. This is Dom, signing out.